Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, we are one of the fastest growing economy, and a lot of us were made to believe that we have surpassed Japan and we are the fourth largest economy in the world today. Now, the question that I want to ask tonight is, it's raining in Maharashtra, it's raining in Mumbai, and it is possibly one of the wettest May in Mumbai. Maharashtra lost 34 lives. Why? Because it rained. At one end, we are the fastest growing economy, and on the other end, heavy rains kill us. Let's talk about this dichotomy. Let's get right into the show. So, Mumbai experienced rains 16 days before schedule. 16 days. Not much. 16 days before schedule. And the visuals that you see on your screen shows our preparedness. By the way, Mumbai Municipal Corporation is one of the richest municipal corporations in the world. This is the preparedness that you see. This is what you see on Mumbai roads. These are Mumbai roads, and this is our metro, which was inaugurated by not one but two chief ministers, former and present. Our metro was also inaugurated by the Prime Minister. This is the state of our metro. This particular metro is not even 17 days old. And this is the state of our metro. This is the state of Mumbai. The point is, we talk about development, we talk about infrastructure, we talk about highways, we talk about growth, and a simple rain devastates us. We lose lives. What kind of growth are we talking about? Is our growth even real? Mumbai has been facing floods after floods after floods after floods year on year just because we couldn't deal with our drainage system. We couldn't allow the rainwater to flow out. That's why we were dealing with floods after floods and we are losing lives. And we never seem to learn. Every chief minister, last time around, Eknath Shinde had come and said that, listen, I am going to do everything to ensure that, we are rain ready. What happened? This is what we did. Devendra Fadnavis, who claims to be one of the most efficient administrators, this is what he did. And why just blame these two people? Let us talk about what Uddhav Thackeray did, and let's talk about what Sharad Pawar did. This is the state of Mumbai. Be it Congress government, UPA government, NDA government, whatever government, this is what the state of Mumbai was, and whatever I see will be. Except for promises, nobody seems to be taking any real steps. And look at this site, look at the situation that one is going through. I want to give you some data, some real data. In the last 65 years, we, the fastest growing economy in the world, the fifth largest economy in the world, we have lost close to 3,78,000 crores. 3,78,000 crores and over 1,07,000 lives. This is what flood did to us. And over 60 lakh cattle. This is what flood did to us. Year on year. And this, of course, includes all India figure. So this also includes Assam floods. The fact is, most of these floods could be easily avoided, or at least people could be safeguarded. People, money, cattle, property could be safeguarded. It is just the lethargy and the incompetency of the government that ensures that people die, cattle die, properties are destroyed, and nobody bothers. And Mumbaikars, we guys are very special because possibly we are the most resilient lot on planet Earth. Because most of us, we face all our problems and we talk about it, we crib about it, and day after tomorrow we'll forget about it. and we'll go about our lives. That way we are very resilient people. And as far as India is concerned, India also seems to be following suit as far as resilience is concerned. You see, in 17 days, there were 12 bridges that collapsed in Bihar. 12 bridges. What happened? I mean, it could be some sort of world record, by the way, if you actually look at it. 17 days, 12 bridges. That government, which was running the state then, is still the government. The chief minister is the same. Nitish Kumar was chief minister then. Nitish Kumar is chief minister now. So the message we are sending to people or the politician is, it's okay. People will die. We are there to die like flies. Bihar, we died. And nothing happened. The chief minister is back. He is still the chief minister. He was called Sushasan Babu, by the way, which means good administrator. This was good administration. And it is the worst part. The worst part is of officials who were suspended because their lack of judgment, or possibly because they allowed these bridges to collapse. They didn't check. Those officials, most of them are brought back. The Supreme Court flagged the government for that. Happens. Here in Maharashtra, let me tell you, 91 civic engineers gets notice for shoddy work for the roads. 91 civic engineers. What happened? End of the day, everything remains the same. End of the day, roads are the way it is. You see, you are sending notices to the engineers. Do you realize those engineers has to pay a hefty amount to the municipal officials, to the government officials to get those contracts? That nobody seems to check. This hefty amount, they say, this is hearsay, I have nothing to prove, but it is what is said, that the hefty amount goes right to the top as far as the management chain and the political chain is concerned. It goes right to the top in the official chain and right to the top as far as political chain of a state is concerned. When something goes wrong, a contractor is caught and his neck is on the block. And after some time, everybody forgets it and everything comes back to normal. This is happening too often. You see, I will read some more. Poor road work. Engineers suspended, 75 lakhs fine on contractors and monitoring agencies. Why don't you find the chief minister? Why don't you find the chief minister? Why don't you find the mayor? Why just the contractor? Why don't you find the municipal commissioner? Don't you think that would be fair? Catching the last common denominator and then, putting all the fines so that it makes good headline. Everybody feels quite happy that they've been avenged for the disaster. Everybody happy, life continues. Engineer and that contractor pays the money. And he will make that 75 lakh rupees in some other deal. That's as simple as that. This is what our life is worth. This is what we are worth. You see, before I end, I want to talk to you about Miy River. Miy River, because possibly Dinu Moria is involved in that in some form. So therefore, and he, I presume, I am told that is currently sitting with the Commissioner of Police Mumbai and he is being questioned. This Miy River case is in limelight currently because of Dinu Moria. Otherwise, nobody would have even bothered. But it is a typical case. You see, there is a 65 crore scam, they say, in the Miy River desilting process. Now, in its detailed order, rejecting bail of 2 accused under the Miy River desilting project, a metropolitan court has said wrongful loss was caused to the public with more than rupees 65 crores involved in the case. On May 22nd, the magistrate had denied bail to Ketan Kadam and Jay Joshi, alleging that they were middlemen that had used their influence to interfere in the tendering process. These people, these names that I just referred, are supposed to be friends of some very big politician in Maharashtra. Supposed to be close friend of some very big politician in Maharashtra. I will name the politician to you once I get clarity and some proof to talk about it. Desilting is removing mud from and small dirt from the river, so that the flow of the river is clearer, faster, so that there are no impediments on the flow of the river, so that it doesn't flood, so that it doesn't overflow into the city, so that it doesn't cause deluge in the city. Openly. It's not me, it's the High Court that said that they were using influence for tendering process, which means they were taking money, 65 crores, for tendering processes. So this is the kind of corruption that we talk about. I want to also talk to you about Assam. I have done a full-fledged editorial on Assam. Assam also faces floods almost every year. And hundreds of people, thousands of people are made homeless. Why? Because the embankments in Assam, for these rivers in Assam, they are British time embankments. Nobody has repaired it. So when there are rains, when there is flood, the embankments cannot protect it from entering the fields, entering the villages, entering people's lives. And just because we couldn't reconstruct the embankments which are 75, 80 years old, people are suffering, people are dying, people are being homeless. The point that I am trying to make of all this is very simple. The point that I am trying to make of all this is that we take our lives, Indian lives, so cheap. We are not bothered about our Indian lives. We are not bothered. No administration, no politicians are really bothered about your life or mine. And at times I feel very strange when we sit and talk about being economic power, being fourth largest economy, being superpower. I feel very, very strange, and for the last couple of days I've been just talking about that. When we make statements, when we accept what is told to us, we accept it with great belief and great story. This is the real story. We are still a country, possibly one of the few countries in the world, where the entire city, like Mumbai, one of the biggest economic capital of India, one of the biggest cities in the world, goes topsy-turvy because it rained 16 days early than it was scheduled. Not that it would have been any different even if it rained on schedule. A simple rain can cause this to our lives. People die. And at another end, we sit and talk about being superpower and economically powerful and growth and future and all of that. So this is the dichotomy that I wanted to kind of share with you. Till I see you next time. And that is if the rain permits us to come to office. If the rain permits, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Namaskar.